The what ifs are killing me. I 32 male caught my wife 28 female cheating on me with her ex. D-Day was literally yesterday morning. We've been together for 6 years and married for almost 2, and we have a 4-year-old autistic son. She had been acting very strangely the last 6 weeks and acting overtly S-timeful towards me. At first, I was thrown off a bit, but thought it might be a good thing that she was wanting to be more S-timefully open with me. She would send me all sorts of NSFW pictures and videos, asking me what I thought about certain ones. Again, I was kind of enjoying it, but the longer it went on, the more out of character it all seemed. 2 nights ago, we had S-time, and when we finished she said I should go to sleep. It was already pretty late, around 11, and she would be in bed later. I wake up at 5 in the morning and she is still awake in the living room, naked and on her phone. It immediately made me suspicious. She gave me some excuses and came back to bed with me. Well, our son wakes up a couple hours later, and so I get up with him and make him breakfast. My wife's still asleep from staying up so late. Well, that's when I decide to investigate. At first glance on her phone, nothing is speaking out to me. Then I get on Snapchat and see she has a best friend, let's call him Jay, that was really off for me. So you can save some message in Snapchat if you specifically tell it to. Well, there was nothing saved in their conversations except one thing, his phone number. So using that phone number and logging into her actual cell phone provider account online, I found it. A conversation between this Jay, who is her ex, about how they have been having S-time in our house and on my bed. In addition, plenty of things that will haunt me for years, like the fact that they didn't use protection and it finished inside of her, despite this being the ex who she ended up having to have an abortion for because he got her pregnant before we ever met, and she's had all sorts of issues over. I've confronted her about it and she fully admitted to it and is claiming that she will do anything to fix it, and claims they only had S-time once and she doesn't love him. She has deleted all her social media and is willing to have a spy app on her phone. She also wants to do counseling. On the surface, it seems like she wants to work this out, but I don't know if I can. The biggest problem amongst many large problems is that I caught her. She didn't come forward. She didn't feel guilty and stop it. I stopped it. So, the what ifs are killing me. What if this continued? How long would she have let it go? Would she have left me for him after long enough? What if she got pregnant? I'm just really lost here and I can't stop thinking about the what ifs. Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1. Get STFD tested and leave. She's remorseful she GT caught. She wasn't planning to tell. That extra S-time was to muddy the waters in case he knocked her up, which you would be on the hook for. Op answer. I have an appointment to get tested tomorrow. So there is that. But yeah, it does seem that way, and that's where my mind keeps going. She's sorry, but sorry she got caught. If it was just me, I'd be gone. But I just am afraid to do that to my son. I grew up with divorced parents and I always said I wouldn't let that happen. But now, fuck. Redditor 2, S-time in my home and the marital bed is a deal breaker for me. That is disrespect and contempt of the worst degree. If I were you, I would be preparing a nuclear strike to purge this nightmare from my presence. Op answer. Yeah, I've already said, reconciliation or not, I'm never touching that bed again. Redditor 3, the first time she cheated wasn't in your house, in your bed. You are getting the trickle truth. Get a DNA test for your child and an STD test for yourself. She'll probably be good for a little while, until she's more confident you aren't leaving. Then it will start again. I see a burner phone or a work phone appearing before too long. The car is a popular place to hide one. Redditor 4, I'm from a European country, but I think something is absolutely international. In the marital bed. Goodbye Mr. We will co-parent if any kids. End of story. Redditor 5, Op, the increased S-time with you is disturbing, especially with her having unprotected S-time with her AP. There are many layers to her betrayal that are very dark in nature, such as exposing you to STDs and potentially tricking you about a baby that is not yours. You need to seek legal advice and work to set up things so that they will turn out as beneficial for your son as possible. Unfortunately, she has made the decision about your son growing up with divorced parents for you and him. But you can still make a good life for him with co-parenting. I am sorry you are going through this. You and your son certainly do not deserve this. Op answer, yeah, I couldn't agree more about the increased S-time. I threw up when I actually found out and remembered we had S-time the night before. It made me sick. Redditor 6, they all say they only had S-time one time. Edit, people rightly are pointing out that once is enough. My point is really just that they always minimize every aspect of their affair at first. Op answer, I don't believe it, TBH. But I only have physical proof of one time. And she's hanging on to that. Redditor 7, mate, reconciliation fails 95% of the time and the rest aren't even happy, they are just okay at best. Let me tell you, trust is gone, respect is gone, and your love is tainted. I'm going to be honest with you, mate, you are right, this could have been terrible. She could have gotten pregnant by her ex and made you raise the kid. She could give you an STD, get yourself checked, and check again in a couple months. Your life could have been ruined because of her selfish desires and her complete lack of care about what it will do to you. Your only option if you want to be happy again in your life is to leave. You will have to gray rock her if you want to maintain your sanity. Find a lawyer, learn what you should do to have a good case, collect the proof before she delete everything, then leave when you can, and when you get divorced cut her off completely, find an app for co-parenting and ignore the rest. Then the next couple days will be the hardest. Don't touch alcohol. It is a depressant and it will consume you. Distract yourself with positive stuff if you can. Talk with friends, family, do stuff you want, etc. Remember, your hearth right now is a mess, so listen to your head and don't go back with her. Op answer, I'm reaching out to friends now, but it's just so ducking humiliating. Redditor 8, she doesn't love him. Every cheater says the same after they got caught. So there is literally no reason to trust her. We have a 4-year-old autistic son. Focus on your son, man, he needs attention and love the most. She didn't come forward. She didn't feel guilty and stop it. I stopped it. Exactly this why there isn't any counseling to heal this, just divorce her and focus on your son as well. Told her to ATL least better mom that better wife. Redditor 9, can you live with that? There is a billion women on earth, try a different one. Redditor 10, offering to have a spy app on her phone would normally show willingness for a truly repentant cheat, but she's still in save her ass mode and just regrets being found out. When things quieten down, she could just get a burner phone, for example, and take things deeper underground. I mean the marital bed? The levels of violation here are off the scale. When people say they would leave if not for the kids, you know in your heart that leaving is the right choice. It is far better for a child to be brought up in 2 decent homes than a toxic situation in one home where all trust and respect is gone. You will end up hating her as the stress on the body and soul remembers. Redditor follow-up, several stories here have the cheaters just getting burner phones or apps on other devices after willingly having spyware installed. Redditor 11, nah dude, you need to find you a pit bull of a divorce litigator and start the process. Your only worry is a DNA test, that's the main thing. Get a DNA test for your son just to make sure that he's yours, and you need to file for sole primary custody of your son and only allow her to have visitations and make her pay child support. Like the saying goes, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Guess what? She played stupid games, she wins stupid prizes. She doesn't get 50-50 custody, she gets only supervised visitations, and she has to pay child support. And guess what? You better fight her and make her pay alimony too. Do not allow her to gaslight you, manipulate you, make you do the pick-me dance that's all her disposal in an attempt for her to control the narrative. No, you need to do the gray rock, and you need to be the pit bull, and you need to blow this thing open. You need to tell your family, her family, heck, blast it on Facebook so the ex can know how much of a dumb, disgusting piece of crap he is, because your wife is already a disgusting piece of crap. Dude, focus on you and your son, but first you need to get the DNA test like tomorrow just to make sure that he's yours. Then once you know for sure he's yours, you need to file for sole primary custody, only allow her to have visitation, and you need to get into individual therapy for yourself, and you need to get into family therapy for you and your son. Your son is your only sole focus. Yes, your mental health is too, but that's for you to work on. You need to focus on your son. Don't let her at all try to get the upper hand. Do not even at all give her an ounce of ammunition, because right now that she's been caught, that's what she's looking for. Don't give it to her. Keep us updated, okay? Redditor 12, when I learned of my so's infidelity, the pain was crushing. I have never felt such severe pain. She was like, get over it already, 1 week after I found them together. She continued to trickle truth me, lie and never really admitted the truth. It seemed like every week I learned more and the pain level ramped back up to unbearable. Finally I got really angry. I hired a polygrapher to test her and I was shocked at her truth. We only held hands and talked, sometimes kissed but no sex. Polygraph truth, 5+ guys, intercourse, OAL and AL with all numerous time with each AP, in the park, and hotels, in my car, even in my house and my bed. When confronted with the test results she didn't deny anything. Redditor follow-up, polygraph truth, 5+ guys, intercourse, OAL and AL with all numerous time with each AP, in the park, and hotels, in my car, even in my house and my bed. When confronted with the test results she didn't deny anything. Jesus Christ.